All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be tackling a topic that I think we all find pretty fascinating,
Yeah, this one's really interesting.
the human heart.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. We got a request from a listener who just said, create a podcast on heart. And,
Straight to the point.
yeah, straight to the point. But I mean, I think a lot of people are really kind of curious about the heart.
Well, absolutely, yeah. It's one of those organs that, we kind of take for granted until, God forbid, something goes wrong with it.
Right, exactly. And it's so central, literally and figuratively, to our existence,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 100%.
So the request was super open-ended. It just said, create a podcast on heart. So we've
Yeah.
got a lot of leeway here. Where do you think we should start for this deep dive into the heart?
Well, I mean, I guess a good place to start is with, its basic function,
Yeah,
right?
the
Like, what does
connector.
it actually do? And I think, at its simplest, it's a pump. It's a pump that circulates blood throughout your entire body. And this is kind of like the essential ingredient for life itself.
Yeah, okay, so it's like the engine that keeps us running.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, imagine like a really, really powerful pump that keeps everything in your body working smoothly.
Okay, that makes sense. So how does it actually, pump all this blood?
Right. Yeah. So the heart has four chambers,
Okay.
and they work together in this like rhythmic cycle to circulate the blood.
Okay, so it's not just one big squeeze.
No, no, no. It's a lot more intricate than that. So you have the two upper chambers called the atria, and these basically receive the blood returning to the heart, from the body, from the lungs.
Okay.
And then that blood goes down to the lower chambers, which are called the ventricles. And these are the real powerhouses. They pump the blood out of the heart.
Okay, so it's like a two-step process.
Yeah, exactly. A two-step process. Atria receive, ventricles pump.
Okay, and where does the blood go once it's pumped out?
So one ventricle pumps blood to the lungs to pick up oxygen, and the other pumps it to the rest of the body to deliver that oxygen.
Wow. So it's like a perfectly coordinated delivery system.
Exactly, like a super highway of blood vessels going everywhere.
Okay, you mentioned a rhythmic cycle, so that's the heartbeat, right? Can you elaborate on that a little more?
Yeah, sure. So the heartbeat is actually generated by the heart's own electrical system. It's this network of specialized cells that act like a natural pacemaker.
Wow. So our hearts have built-in pacemakers.
That's right. These cells send out electrical signals that cause the heart muscle to contract and relax in a very coordinated way. And that contraction and relaxation, that's what creates the heartbeat.
So that's what we're feeling, that thump, thump. It's the muscle contracting.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, and how much blood are we talking about here? Like, how much blood does the heart actually pump?
We'll get ready for this. The average heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every single day.
2,000 gallons. That's what, like 8 Olympic-sized swimming pools?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a phenomenal amount of work. And that's just on an average day. If you're exercising or under stress, your heart pumps even more.
Wow. Our hearts really are these incredible, tireless machines working nonstop for us.
Exactly.
So we've learned about the heart's function as a pump, its four chambers, its electrical system that generates the heartbeat. Anything else we need to know about the mechanics of this amazing organ?
Well, I think it's worth mentioning the heart valves.
Oh, yeah, the valves. I was wondering about those.
Yeah, so these are like little doors within the heart that make sure the blood only flows in one direction.
Okay, so they prevent backflow.
Exactly. They open and close with every heartbeat, ensuring that everything keeps moving smoothly and efficiently.
Okay. I'm starting to get a much better picture of the heart's inner workings now. This is amazing.
It really is. And it's even more impressive when you consider how adaptable the heart is. Like I said, it can adjust its pumping rate based on your activity level, stress, even your emotions.
Alone. Emotions can affect our heart rate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, when people talk about following your heart or having a broken heart, there's actually a connection.
Well, it's not as literal as all that, your heart's not going to physically break because you're sad.
Right, of course.
But chronic stress, negative emotions, those can definitely take a toll on your cardiovascular health in the long run.
Okay, makes sense.
And on the flip side, positive emotions, practices like mindfulness, things like that, they can actually be good for your heart.
Wow. So taking care of our mental and emotional well-being is just as important for heart health as things like diet and exercise.
Yeah, I would say so. It's all connected, your mind, your body, you can't really separate the two.
That's a really powerful takeaway. So to wrap things up, we've gone from the heart's basic mechanics to the fact that even our emotions can impact this vital organ.
It's a pretty incredible organ, isn't it?
It really is. And this deep dive has definitely given me a new appreciation for everything my heart does for me.
Me too.
So listeners, since we've learned just how crucial the heart is to our well-being, I want to leave you with a question. What are some things you can do to take care of your heart? And I mean, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Think about it. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
See you next time.